Today we're going to be adding integers. And as you can see on this page, we are going to have two types of problems today. Type 1, you're going to be adding numbers with the same sign. So a positive plus a positive, or a negative plus a negative. The second type of problem you're going to have today is when the signs of your add-ins or your numbers are different. So a negative and a positive, or a positive and a negative. And on type 2, it doesn't matter if the positive or the negative comes first in your problem. You'll do it the same way, it doesn't matter. The other thing I want to point out before we look into how to do these is that you'll notice right here, the negative 5 has parentheses around it. The parentheses don't mean anything other than they want you to understand that that's a negative 5. Because without the parentheses, it would look like this, 2 plus negative 5. So the parentheses are purely just to keep the plus sign and the negative sign separate, so it's not confusing when you're looking at the question. So when you're doing the problem, the parentheses don't mean anything special. It's just showing you that it's negative. Okay, let's look down here. The first 3 examples that I'm going to do, I'm going to use a number line to kind of show you why you solve these the way that you do. Some of you will like this visual with the number line, and you could use a number line on your homework if you want to. Some of you will like it better without the number line. So you can do it either way. It doesn't matter to me, but I'm just going to show you this way first so that you can see why we get to the answers that we get. So first, let's look at number 1, negative 8 plus 6. So what I'm going to do on my number line is you always start at 0. I'm going to go back negative 8. So that should get me to your 8. So it's just like absolute value. You go to your number. So I'm at negative 8. But then it says plus 6. So you should know that positives go this way, and this is a positive 6. So I'm going to go to the right 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gets me to negative 2. So to recap that real quickly, I took my first number, negative 8, and I went to negative 8 on my number line. And then I jumped forward 4 spaces, and I went to the right because my 6 is a positive number. So I went to the positive side. But it was only positive. I only added 6 to it, so I only got to negative 2. I didn't get all the way to the positive side because I wasn't adding enough positives. Let's look at example number 2. So I have negative 5, so I'm going to go back to my negative 5, which is right here. And now I'm adding a negative 6. Well, negatives go this way to the left. So I'm going to keep going 6 more negatives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That got me to negative 11. So, in other words, I have a negative number as negative 5, and I'm adding more negatives to it. So I'm moving further left down my number line. Okay, and example number 3, positive 9 plus negative 11. So I'm starting at 0, and I'm going to positive 9. And then now I'm adding negative 11 to it. Well, negative takes me to the left. So I have to go to the left 11 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that got me to negative 2. So even though I'm adding on to my 9, I'm adding a negative number to it. So it's taking me back to the left, down to the negative side of my number line. So keep that in mind. Okay, my next type of example. Okay, well, pause for a second. So this is how my example with my number line. Some of you will like to do it this way, and you can keep doing it this way. There's another explanation on a more of a memorized explanation coming up next. So up here, basically the rules are this. Look at rule number 1 first. If the signs are the same, you'll just add the 2 numbers together, and then you'll put the sign that it is. So for example, 5 plus 6, 11. There is no positive sign, so I just leave it as 11. Negative 7 plus negative 8, the signs are the same, so I'm going to add my digits together. 7 plus 8 gives me 15, and they're negative, so it's negative 15. So if the signs are the same, you simply add your digits together. 5 plus 6 is 11, 7 plus 8 is 15, and then the symbol that goes on each of your answers is just the symbol that is in the question. So 5 plus 6 is positive, so my answer is positive. Negative 7 and negative 8 are negative, so my answer is negative. Now, so that's the first type of question you'll have. The other kind is if your symbols are different, so if you have a combination. What you'll do if you have a combination is you'll subtract your digits, and then whichever digit is the farthest from 0 or has the greatest absolute value, that is the one that will have the sign. So for example, it's a positive 6 and a negative 11. So the signs are different. So I'm going to subtract them. 11 minus 6 gives me 5. And I look at my numbers. Is 6 further from 0 or is negative 11 further from 0? Oh, negative 11 is. So, and it's negative, so my answer will be negative. Same concept here. I have a negative and a positive. So I'm going to subtract my digits. 18 minus 7 gives me 11. Is negative 18 further from 0 or is 7 further from 0? Oh, negative 18 is. So my answer is negative. Now, same concept if I have negative 4 plus 10. My symbols are different. So I'm going to subtract 10 minus 4, and that gives me 6. Now I look, which one is further from 0? Negative 4 or 10? Oh, 10 is further from 0, or the absolute value of 10 is further from 0. So it's going to stay a positive number. Again, you can use either strategy. You can use a number line, or you can use just this rote memorization of how to do it. Either way, you'll get the exact same answers. My advice to you is do some practice. Come back and check the rules. You can stop the video, rewind the video. It's just one of those things that as soon as you learn it, it'll just stick. But it kind of takes a minute. It makes you have to go back and check the rule and make sure that you're doing it right, or make sure that your symbol is right. That's the most challenging part.